To understand why the Amish refuse to send their children to college, you first have to step into their world, a world where faith and community outweigh personal ambition. In modern society, parents often see college as the ultimate gateway to success. It's the stepping stone to independence, career advancement, and a better life. But for the Amish, those very ideas of independence and ambition are the opposite of what they value most. The Amish see life not as a ladder to climb, but as a circle to preserve. Every family, every child, every skill learned is meant to feed back into the community. A child is born into a network of farms, workshops, and church gatherings that run on cooperation, not competition. Sending that child to college doesn't just risk losing them physically, it risks losing them spiritually and culturally. From a young age, Amish children are taught that the outside world is full of distractions and temptations. Technology, fashion, entertainment, and social media are seen not just as worldly, but as dangerous influences that pull the heart away from God and toward pride and self-reliance. And to the Amish, pride is the seed of destruction, for the soul and for the community. College represents everything the Amish are careful to avoid: individualism over community, questioning authority instead of obedience, worldly ambition instead of humble service. A young Amish man or woman who leaves for college will be immersed in ideas that challenge the Ordnung, the strict code that dictates Amish dress, behavior, and life choices. Exposure to philosophy, science, and modern culture could make a student question the very foundation of their upbringing. In Amish eyes, higher education is like opening the door to the world they've spent their lives keeping out. This belief isn't rooted in ignorance, it's rooted in preservation. The Amish know that their way of life depends on boundaries. Their farms, homes, and churches thrive because they resist the pull of modernity. If too many young people left for college and never returned, their communities would slowly crumble from within. So, when outsiders ask, "Why not let your children get a degree?" the Amish see a bigger question. Why would we risk their souls and the survival of our way of life for something we don't even need? This foundational worldview is the first and most powerful reason the Amish keep their children away from higher education. Learning stops at 8th grade, and that's on purpose. To outsiders, the Amish decision to end formal schooling after the 8th grade seems shocking, even irresponsible. In a world obsessed with college prep, AP classes, and competitive resumes, the Amish approach looks like stepping backward in time. But in reality, it's a deliberate, strategic choice that aligns perfectly with their values and way of life. Amish children typically attend one-room schoolhouses, often built and run by their own community. These schools teach the basics: reading, writing, arithmetic, history, and some practical agriculture and life skills. By 13 or 14 years old, students are expected to be literate, disciplined, and capable of handling the responsibilities of Amish life. And then, their formal education ends. To the Amish, this isn't neglect, it's preparation. Life after 8th grade isn't about abstract learning or chasing degrees. It's about apprenticeship, work, and immersion into the roles they will fulfill for the rest of their lives. A teenage boy will work alongside his father in the fields, barns, or workshop, learning carpentry, farming, blacksmithing, or furniture making. A teenage girl will master homemaking, gardening, canning, sewing, and caring for younger siblings. These are the skills that matter most in their self-sustaining world, not algebraic proofs or literary essays. In the Amish view, higher education is unnecessary for survival. Their economy is built on farming, craftsmanship, and small-scale businesses that thrive without degrees. College would prepare a child for a world they are not supposed to enter, a world of careers, technology, and cities. Why teach skills that lead your children away from home? There's also a moral and cultural purpose to ending education early. Amish leaders believe that prolonged exposure to worldly schools risks corrupting their children. High schools and colleges introduce ideas that encourage individualism, ambition, and questioning of authority. In contrast, Amish life is about humility, conformity to the Ordnung, and service to family and community. By stopping education at 8th grade, the Amish effectively freeze their children's worldview in alignment with tradition, protecting the cultural boundaries that have kept their society intact for centuries. This approach was famously defended in the landmark 1972 U.S. Supreme Court case, Wisconsin versus Yoder, which ruled that forcing Amish children to attend high school violated their religious freedom. The court acknowledged that Amish education adequately prepares children for their roles in Amish life, and that additional schooling would threaten the very existence of their community. To the Amish, the modern obsession with higher education is not just irrelevant, it's dangerous. Every extra year of schooling beyond what is necessary to read, write, and work increases the risk that a child will outgrow the faith and walk away. For them, 8th grade isn't the end of learning. It's the beginning of a life fully embedded in their world, far from the temptations of the outside. Apprenticeship over academia: how Amish youth learn without degrees. For the Amish, life after the 8th grade is when real education begins. While modern society sees college as the bridge between childhood and adulthood, the Amish believe that the best preparation for life comes from hands-on experience within the community, not lecture halls or campus dorms. Their alternative to college is apprenticeship, a system as old as their faith itself. From their early teens, Amish boys step into the world of work under the guidance of fathers, uncles, or trusted neighbors. This isn't just part-time work. It's a full immersion into the skills that will sustain them for life. A boy might spend his days in the fields learning crop rotation, soil care, and horse-drawn plowing, or in a woodshop mastering furniture making with tools that rely on skill rather than electricity. Those with a talent for trade might help in blacksmith shops, sawmills, or even small family businesses like buggy building or quilt making. Amish girls follow a parallel path of domestic apprenticeship. They are not just learning to keep house, they are running microeconomies within the home. Girls learn large-scale cooking, sewing, quilt making, gardening, canning hundreds of jars for winter, and caring for younger siblings. These skills are the backbone of Amish survival because the home is not just a living space. It's a self-sustaining hub for food production, childcare, and family business. Unlike college students who may graduate with debt and uncertainty, Amish youth earn as they learn. By 18, a young man might already be running his own small farm plot, helping build barns, or contributing income to the family through craft work. A young woman may be managing complex household operations that would overwhelm most adults outside their community. This work isn't seen as a burden. It's a rite of passage that connects them deeply to their family and faith. This system also serves a critical cultural function. It keeps young people rooted. While college often pulls students away for 4 or more years, exposing them to lifestyles, philosophies, and freedoms that can sever ties with home. Amish apprenticeship ensures that the young remain surrounded by the rhythms, rules, and relationships of their community. They learn their trade in the very barns, kitchens, and workshops where they will live their adult lives. Every skill learned reinforces not independence from the Amish world, but dependence on and loyalty to it. The Amish see this as the most reliable education possible. There are no theories without practice, no degrees without application, and no finding yourself in a world full of distractions. Instead, There is purpose from day one. Learn the work, serve the family, preserve the faith. In their eyes, this hands-on, spiritually aligned apprenticeship produces capable, grounded adults, while college, for all its prestige, risks producing restless, disconnected wanderers.